Wrestling fans, what's going on, man? This Black Couch Booking here with a brand new video, and I got a special video for y'all today, as always, man. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. I promise you will not be disappointed. Over 1,200 videos of content on this channel, and please follow me on Instagram at Real Black Couch Booking and join my Discord where the greatest wrestling fans have the greatest conversations. But that's enough about me. I got some special guests in the building. You might have seen, these individuals before. You might have seen me on these individuals' podcast shows multiple times throughout the last couple of months, and I definitely appreciate them for coming through today. I have the podcast for unappreciated wrestling fans crew in the building. I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves and plug their own things in. But before they do that, let's just get this out the way. I got Joe, no slow mo in the building. D Walk, D Money, D Fresh, D whatever you need him to be. I got the Invisible Man and Invisible Woman, no Fantastic Four in the building. Everybody, please briefly introduce yourselves and plug your Instagrams and shows, whatever the case may be, before we explain the video, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aliens and monsters of all ages, welcome to the P.U.W.F, which is the podcast for underappreciated wrestling fans. My Instagram is Coquito.Alex, and welcome to the insanity that we call wrestling. Miss Cardi M, Invisible Woman.
Hello. This is Cardi, Invisible Woman. I have many names. You can find me at Kardala Muhammad on Instagram. That's KARDALA MOHAMED. And I'm excited. So let's get this going. Who's next?
D Walk.
Yo, you can find me on Facebook, Dennis D. Walker. You can find me on Instagram as The Fresh Prince 84. You can find me on Snapchat, DEWALK 12. Yes.
What's up? Joe bnco. I'm pretty much have Joe bnco on almost all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, X, and YouTube. P.U.W.F. You could search P.U.W.F, or you could search Joe bnco 6617 on YouTube.
All right, now, and everybody's information will be in the description down below as well. In case I know a lot of y'all guys don't like to do the extra work, so I'll make it easy for you because I want you to follow everybody here. So today we're gonna be doing some fantasy booking. You guys know I love my fantasy booking, and if you don't know, I love my NXT. So today we're gonna be booking the new era of NXT. Everybody want to talk about the eras: the Triple H era, the Attitude era, the Ruthless Aggression era. Now we're gonna book our era, and we're all gonna book different parts of NXT. And I'm gonna set the tone, and I'm gonna let all of them do the heavy lifting so you guys can really know their minds and really know, what type of things that they get into, because y'all already know what I'm gonna say. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but now y'all get to be introduced to more members of the family. Yes, we have our own faction, by the way. So first things first, in order to have a successful brand, successful show, you got to have a successful GM. And this is how we're going to do it. Ava is no longer the GM of NXT. Why? Because she has become the final GM. She's taken over the moniker of the final boss from her father, The Rock, and she has taken over the GM position at Raw. Adam Pearce is now Ava's little bitch. She's running Adam Pearce. She's making him do whatever she say, and she's really leaning into that heel character. So as a result, she had to appoint the GM position to somebody who she trusted. So we still have a heel. Now we have a heel GM for NXT. But right before Ava left, she made her mark. And the GM of NXT is now Shawn Spears. He's no longer the North American champion. He is now the GM of NXT, and he's going crazy. He's giving all his stable mates title opportunities. He's being not partial at all. He's letting all the heels run rampant. And then if somebody who he doesn't want to wins, he restarts the match until he gets what he wants. So it's absolutely chaos at NXT, and he's really running things absolutely crazy. So with that being said, Invisible Man, how will we book the tag team division moving forward?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if Ava is taking the testicular fortitude of Adam Pearce and then grinding it up to be a nice little polvo, I would say if we have free range to do whatever really we want to do for the NXT tag division, because ladies and gentlemen, the NXT tag division is just dog water right now, except for one team that represents all of NXT as a whole, which is Fraxium. That's it. There's no one else that actually comes up near Fraxium's record, title reign, title defense, or moves at this moment.
What about women's? Are we covering them?
I'll go men and women's. I'm fine with that. But the fact that if we gotta go tag teams, let's go simple. Let's say Ava's like, you know what, Fraxium. Oh, I really hate to do this. Fraxium, I found that Frazier was doing steroids, so relinquish the titles. That's it. Boom. Bam. Okay. Explains a lot. Explains a hell of a lot of stuff. The speed, the running around,
This is real, by the way.
and why he can't travel to different countries with Axiom for some weird reason. He's probably banned from. Anyway, if after that's happening, let's do a tournament, right? Blah blah blah. Everyone at the end of the tournament is down to 2. It's going to be Tyreek and Tyson versus, and this is gonna piss off a lot of people, OTM. Now,
Yeah.
Again, OTM, they say that they're the best, but they had a nice little video package from the beginning of the tournament saying that, look, we humbled ourselves, we have been losing our asses, we went back to the streets to our abuelas to get some good soup, to get some power back, and now we're back. And they turned to baby faces. They're not, they're thugs, but they're good thugs, like Tupac and Poetic Justice. Love you, Tupac.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, though.
Do y'all think they pushed Penta because if they knew Ray Phoenix was coming, wouldn't it have been a good idea to move him to NXT so they could beef against Nathan
Axiom, Fraxium?
Yes. Would you think that'd have been a good idea?
No, because by this time, this is what I mean. Like Penta and Ray should never, and I say this with the much respect, should never touch NXT with a 10-foot pole. Ever. They are a tag team above, beyond anything they can do. And I hated to talk about the Motor City Machine Guns yesterday on NXT Time with D-Walk. Check that out. Yeah. But the fact that they suck. Motor City Machine Guns are nowhere near the level of Penta and Ray.
No, they're not.
Any tag team in NXT is not at the level of Penta and Ray. But if Fraxium, after the whole Frazier steroid thing comes out, and after that gets cleared up, he goes up to the main roster. Sure, go up to the main roster and fight Penta and Phoenix.
But right? I want to see. I want to see Ray Phoenix and Penta win every fucking belt.
Yeah, but that's a year from now. But that's them. Well, let's go back to NXT, right? Boom. OTM and the other team, Tyson and Tyreek, right? Good meat on meat battle. At the end, it's actually OTM that wins.
Okay.
Thinking about this all day. They babyface. They had a chance to cheat. Janet Parker came out to try to help them cheat. It didn't work. And they chose that path. Tyson Tyreek was cheating, but then they reversed it, roll up into a 1-2-3. No power move there. They were just being smart, not powerful and dumb.
I think they deserve it
for once. All right. So boom, OTM are the tag team champions.
Okay.
Now the contender would actually be, weirdly enough, Andre Chase's new team, Cale Dixon and Uriah. Because again, at this time this is happening, Andre Chase finally got his groove back. He's trying to bring back a Chase University, but he knows what he did wrong, and he knows he's not going to do that again. He knows he's not going to bring up the other guy who's in Evolve right now, who fought this guy for a stupid main event. He knows he can't get Thea Hale because Thea Hale is doing her own path, like Gohan, like just a different path altogether. So I'm taking Thea Hale out of this situation. But you start with Uriah.
I hope we see Thea Hale again.
We will.
If anybody's listening, I want to see Thea Hale again.
But you start exactly. But you start with Uriah, and you start with Haley, with Haley Dixon, or whatever his name is, Dixon. Something like that. So they fight And on the come up, they are actually winning. They're listening to Andre Chase. Andre Chase is like a Mr. Miyagi to him. Like they're both learning from each other how to become a master student, student master type of situation, right? Mind you, OTM are baby faces. They are clear cut baby faces. They're clear to the crowd. They're hanging out with the kids. Like they're showing that they're a new leaf. They're thugs, but they're thugs that can hug. Okay, don't take that shit.
2.0.
Don't take that from me, WWE. Thugs that hug. No, don't
Crime
do that.
Time 2.0.
No, but Crime Time was being racist and still beating up people. They learned,
But it's also faces.
No, they were not. They were tweeners. If you go and beat up people and rub on their heads and be bullies, that's not baby faces. Crime Time was never nice people saying, "Hey, how you doing?" No, "Hey, what's up, man?" I've seen all those clips too, bro. There's never been one that were nice.
Yeah, but like I said, they's more against heels, and then like I said, especially when they turn against each other.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Right? They go back.
No,
Now, what
yeah.
I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this: that when Uriah and Dixon are changing Chase heel because they're just college kids that want to do whatever they want without no consequences, right? Chase is still a teacher that wants to show you responsibility, honor, and all that crap. There's gonna have to be a give and pull there.
Yeah.
Chase learns from them, and then basically he becomes Cobra Kai, but the evil version, right? And at the end, it's going to be Uriah and this guy who they'll have their own university. They'll call them the AU, whatever, against OTM, right? That's the contender. Now, Mr. Black Couch Dixon said a third option has to happen. The dark horse. As all this is happening, a unique tag team has been formed. Something that no one ever expected, something that they never wanted to do, but they had to do it because of situations. They had to. Ricky Saints and Ego. Because they realized that the culling at this time is getting a little too big for their britches. Right now, at this time, we don't know who the leader of Dark State is, so I'm putting that in account. For tag team wise, Dark State are hitting tag teams. Dark State are hitting main events. That's all they're doing. Tag team main events. Tag team main events. Just keep on popping out of nowhere. So for Ethan, and for Ricky Saints, that they're both trying to go after belts. Every time they go after the culling, ironically, they get attacked by Dark State. Ironically, right? So Ethan and Ricky say, you know what? We got to be a tag team to at least have each other's backs. Like, we can't just do this on our own anymore. You try to, we can't go after Oba and Trick because insert anything. We can't go after, we keep going after we keep going after Sean Spears and we get our asses kicked by the culling and or Dark State.
Yeah, the Sean Spears thing terrifies me.
It's getting
too chaotic.
He learned from fucking AEW. I tell you that much.
No.
He learns, but the fact that's what I mean. They're the come up. They are like the Rock and Sock connection, except they're both trying to be the Rock, and there's no Sock. That's fine.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Visible Man, I had a question for you.
Sean Spears almost give me he almost give me Bray Wyatt vibes.
I'll tell my brother Joe. Go ahead, sir.
I had a question for you about the tag team stuff. Do you feel that in this your future booking that they are going to have they're going to bring back the NXT women's tag titles?
I will if I have the chance to talk about that. I'll talk about that too, and I'll book that entirely too as a separate because I'm an avid fan for the women's tag team titles, and they do it because they realize if they keep involving Jade in a tag team for a year, it's gonna get stale real fast. And nobody's gonna want the tag teams. Guess what? One part of a tag team disappeared, and now the other one is being a security guard for Chelsea Green.
Facts. Well,
that was a good tag team too.
That was some good tag team booking right there, man. The Ethan Page and Ricky Saints. I've been thinking about that. Basically, 2025, 2026 outsiders. Call them the
Yeah.
outsiders or something. Play a little bit on. Oh, they from AEW. So I
I'm
definitely like that.
They
gonna
keep
So-
let
calling
you
each other
know
outsiders.
that's good. That and that I like how Alex booked that because how he started booking that because his booking is actually going to go into my booking.
Oh, see, y'all didn't even know that. That's why, and y'all, we didn't talk about this with each
Nope.
other prior to, so that's what makes the video even better. D Walk, are you you ready to book that North American division, men's and women's?
My fault, bro. I went to the porch. What happened? What
Nah, you
question?
good. You ready? You ready to book the NXT North American men's and women's division for us?
Indeed.
Let's get it popping.
All right. So men's division. Do we count as? Can we do a let's say like a multi division champion? Like you know how Obafemi was. Let's say we could make a 2-time champion in different divisions, 2 different divisions. Can we do that?
You got free reign, but but then if Joe, if it don't coincide with Joe, he'll override it. I think
All
Joe
right.
could think
All
on
right.
his feet.
Okay. Now, okay, I'm gonna say men's North American title. Sean Spears. I can see Sean Spears being a champion for a long time if they do it right. If they do it right, Sean Spears will run the men's North American division title because, like I said, ain't no need of when you lose the title, you got to move up. So I'd rather see if I beat you, I'm keeping the title for a long time.
Okay.
So
Now,
that's how I look at it on both titles. So both ends and everything. So
you got a question?
Hmm.
Question.
what's that?
No, I have thoughts because I think that plays into Black Couch Bookings for Sean Spears as general manager because he could just essentially like rig it so that he never loses the championship.
You
Like
can do
he
that,
could
yeah.
cheat his own matches and be like, I
Yeah.
still have what are you talking about.
An
He could be-
example, yeah. An example to help the Cardi M understand how much he can rig it. He can make Izzy Dame the referee. He can make Jensen Brook the timekeeper. He can make the other guy guest commentator.
Yeah.
Or just guest enforcer.
Yeah, like it
Just every single fucking match.
I'm gonna say it like
And
this.
then
Yes, go on, Joe.
D-Walk, if you listen to another good thing, and that it would play into to Sean Spears' character as well,
Yeah.
where he would say that the world title doesn't matter. The only title that matters is the North American title
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's the most important title.
He got like I said, to me, Sean Spears is giving me Bray Wyatt vibes. If they do it right,
He's kind of
Sean Spears could continue. Yeah.
he kind of giving me Joe Gacy schism vibes to me, but
I mean
Mm.
at the same time, bro, in the middle, like to me, Bray Wyatt always been like underrated to me. Bray Wyatt always been dope
Yeah.
to me. So that's why I say that like that.
Okay.
I made him GM for a reason. I was hoping
Yeah.
somebody was gonna figure what he would do if he was the GM. I
Yeah.
was thinking about how Baron Corbin and Sonya Deville was kind of going crazy a
Yeah.
little bit, but they didn't take too much advantage.
Mhm.
But somebody like Sean Spears would actually capitalize on the
Yeah.
opportunity.
And to add on to a little bit more of that, Sean Spears could rig the system where people are saying, look, you keep putting yourself in matches. How about you put these two people randomly to put in matches? Okay,
Yeah.
sure. And then throughout the night, they get beat up by the culling and then automatically say, you know what, we're gonna forfeit our chance for the championship. We're gonna give it to Sean Spears because because and they all like that again.
Mhm.
Rig the fucking system, beating them up, putting them in blackmail situations, finding them in uncompromising positions. He can
Mhm.
just rig the system for
Yeah.
months,
Yes.
years.
Or make
a
it like
year. Really?
make it like start making the consequences for you interfering in the match. Oh, you want to interfere in this match? There'll be consequences. You get 2 against 4 people, fucking hardcore match and everything. And there's consequences for everything you do. Gotta be dope.
Imagine Rizzo losing. Like, no. Imagine
There
Rizzo.
have been too many interferences. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to NXT time with D-Wall. He talked about that. But imagine Rizzo going after Izzy Dame, right? And Sean Spears is his GM. Izzy Dame beats. Rizzo beats Izzy Dame. Sean Spears comes out and like, oh well, since you're so good, you're gonna have a gauntlet right now against 6 people back to back. Even if you lose, you're still gonna do it. I'm like, that is the true heel GM. Anyone who beats any of their crew gets a lumberjack match, and everyone who gets out has kendo sticks.
Hey, when the last time we seen a lumberjack match? When was to me, the Lucha Underground that's what a lumberjack is minus the ropes.
Okay.
Pretty much.
But here we go. Since you talked about the winner, who's the contender, Mr. D-Walk, for the North American event?
You said what happened? What?
Who's going to be the contender to go after the champion?
Trying to take down the evil regime.
It had to be somebody like God damn, it had to be somebody like the family. It had to be. Like I said, we don't see Overfemi with a crew. To me, Overfemi probably could wreck the whole fucking squad himself, but if you want to do groups, we could do the family.
I don't know. I see it being one guy that goes and tries to take him down.
Overfemi. That's the only person.
Why would he downgrade to go back to the North American?
No, you're right. My bad.
No, I'm talking about. I would book somebody else in that position as a hero position, and it's not somebody that I like. It's somebody who I despise.
Javon Evans.
You already knew it.
Put him as the scapegoat. Let him get his ass beat for almost a year, and then you have him start taking them out one by one.
No, but I want to see Javon Evans get rolled off, pick up a little weight, and then come back and wreak havoc.
Yeah, but
not much.
But Joe, hold up a second. But in this scenario, you got to find someone that's there now, fighting for now, going after Sean Spears. Javon Evans can't be like, I hate you, Sean Spears. See you in 3 months, and then 3 months come in, do a fucking John Cena and get a title match. Nah. He's evil now. So
no. But
come on, go on,
if you have him take a small hiatus because they beat him out of NXT, you have the culling beat him out of NXT, where they destroy him and put him on the shelf. Then when he comes back, he's bigger and better and faster and stronger, and he's better, and he starts taking out the group one by one secretly in the back, where you don't know who it is.
They just did that though.
No, so imagine this. Imagine Javon Evans get hurt. He could take out the game for probably 3-4 months. You remember when Randy Orton first came and debuted? Imagine Javon Evans that big. That'd be crazy.
Okay,
220, 30 points. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Hold on. I have to say this because we're going. This is why we have Saturdays P.W.F.
Yeah, I'm
going off the fucking rails here. The assignment is basically telling us who is going to be the contender that's going to go after and beat all the adversaries that go after Sean Spears. And again, if the Javon Evans thing would work, but it doesn't work because he's going to be gone 3-4 months bulking up. In those 3-4 months, there is no contender against Sean Spears. You D-Walk, give me a contender and give me a dark horse, please. Go.
Oh, my fault. My bad. Contender, NXT North American title. God damn it. Shit. Skip me, bro. Like I said, skip me.
I can't skip you. It's your son. All right.
That's
I'll tag
bro.
I'll tag
You have me thinking now.
Can we offer suggestions?
Yeah, offer suggestion, Cardella.
I mean,
give me a suggestion.
I'm thinking of you had already thrown out Chase.
Chase could against Sean
Andre?
Spears. Chase and Andre. Andre Chase versus Sean Spears for the North American.
Yeah.
I mean, in a long kind of like Daniel Bryan proving himself type of way.
Yeah, like the movie montage, like training.
I actually was gonna say Lexis King. Like
I had that idea too.
yeah, he actually steps the fuck up and be like,
Yeah.
I need like a cup's a cup, sure, whatever.
Like-
But like your dad never had a belt.
What's his storyline though?
His
Okay,
storyline,
okay,
he
okay.
wants to be not his dad.
Mhm.
My
That's it.
dark horse gonna be Alexis King.
Yeah.
Okay.
My dark
Joe-
horse, that's my Alexis King.
Okay, so Dark Horse is your Alexis King. There you go, Dark. Okay, but you need
Okay.
give me a contender. There's a
How
lot of
about
people.
though?
A lot of people in the
You
back.
could throw
man.
a whole monkey wrench in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Create you know Sean Spears has a whole team behind him.
Yeah.
Create super baby faces for NXT. You turn Charlie Dempsey and all of them into super baby faces, and Charlie Dempsey becomes that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No quartet screw.
No.
Mhm.
Okay.
No, to be fair, D-Walk did mention the D'Angelo family already, and they have
Yeah.
beef. So like they'll have outstanding beef that they could like play into the
They'll
storyline.
always go back and forth, always. But
Yeah.
but that might change because on NXT, and I forgot to say this, there was a little sit down where the Dawn asked Stacks right to his fucking face, "Do you trust me?" And he got up. Yeah, I trust you. I trust you, Stat. I trust you, Don. And then that, and we've almost all except for the Invisible Woman. We've all seen mafia movies when someone doesn't want to say it right to your face, but then goes behind you and does this. Nah, bro. Stacks is
Mhm.
going to betray the Don, and that's going to happen in
Oh,
either.
I call
I thought
that
it was
shit.
the kiss of death. I thought it was the kiss thing though, that, you know.
Nah,
But
dude.
that head thing, I thought it was the kiss of death though. You know what I mean? I thought it was gonna be the 1-1. And then
So-
yeah.
So let's look at it that way. Let's look at the fact that since the family might break up minus the Dawn or anything else, right? Then you can't put them. And New Quarter Catch Crew, sure, they're 3 ragtag wrestlers with a crazy woman named Ren Sinclair, but they're not going to defeat the Culling. They're not. They need for me, they need a whole new fucking remake to be good. They're great wrestlers.
Yeah.
Great wrestlers. They got a deaf Randy Orton. They got a great freaking guy, and they got Ren Sinclair, and they got Charlie Dempsey, a guy who doesn't want to be a son of some. Anyway, but I think that the only people that might take down the Culling are the people that don't want to be involved but are involved, and that's Dark State.
Yeah.
Whoever's controlling Dark State is gonna have to realize, like, you can have fun and do chaos and shit, but if you want real championship, you got to take down families. And right now, there's like 4 families in NXT right now, and you need to fucking stop that shit.
So who do you think it is though? That's the question.
It's Javon. I'm
But
calling it right now. It's Javon.
How could it be
is the leader
Javon?
of
But
Dark State.
how could it be? He just got his ass beat though.
No. He got. Of course. Come on now. We've seen enough.
Man, you see the way? Hey, did you see the way they tossed him and powerbombed him? The way you tossed me like that
Fact.
in there? We're not cool. We'll never be cool. You throw me like that, a powerbomb me.
Hey, see, this why we be going live. We gonna have to circle back at that, but look, let's do this right. Let's circle back to you could do the North American women's. We'll say that for the end. Let's do the women's. Let's go to Invisible Woman. Let's do the women's because I want to get to Invisible Woman and Joe for sure.
Let's go.
So let's do the main card for the women's.
All right.
Is this for NXT women's?
The world title, yep.
Let's go.
Okay.
Champion, contender, dark horse.
Okay, so as we know, Stephanie McCurr is the current NXT Women's Champion, correct? I would say I like where the story is going with her and Jada Parker. And I think Jada has fought her way to a championship. So obviously with the last match, she's still a little too cocky and she needs to switch up her moves and get out of that cockiness. Yeah. But I think she could win against Stephanie McCurr. And she could hold the championship for a while.
So that's your champion, Jada Parker?
Yeah, that's my champion.
Boom, Jada Parker. Boom,
yes. And then contender, I'm kind of indecisive. It's Sol Ruka because I think she deserves a shot at a championship. But then I also had someone else that I was sort of floating around with that I can't remember. But
yeah, Thea Hale, Zarya, Ren Sinclair, Kylie Armstrong, Kendall Gray, Gigi Dolan, Tatum Paxson. I'm saying names right now.
Yes,
so
you're just saying names.
Last Legend, Jakar Jackson. There's one I'm missing. Roxanne, Cora,
Alani.
Kaylani as well.
After today's comment from Mandy Rose, she may come back.
Mandy Rose.
Andy Rose.
Yes, she made a comment. She made a comment because WWE said that Stephanie McCoy is the first double champion, and she said, I'm the first double champion."
Yeah, but they rid her off the history books because of her OF.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that wrestler. I don't mind it, but I will say that we already had 2 brand new people come in and take championships. That was Julia and Stephanie.
Yeah.
So I think let it be somebody that has been there for a while, since I've been watching, basically, when they had that ladder match for the North American Championship.
Yeah.
All like the OGs like Kaylani, Lash, Soul, and Jada.
Mm-hmm.
So one of you mentioned Kaylani. Yes, for me, the number 1 contender would be between Kaylani and Sol Ruca, just because they've both worked hard for it, but it would vary depending on the storyline.
Now, question: if someone put like a stamp saying, "Look, you got 5 seconds, pick one, Kaylani or Sol Ruca," where would you go? Like just gut feeling.
For storyline purposes, Kaylani.
Okay, and we can add the fact that they had a best of 5 series. Because Jada's like, I beat you, Sol Ruca, and I already beat you, Kaylani. And Kaylani, Sol Ruca's like, oh, yeah, they did. You know what? How about you and I go and see who the best there is?
That's
best of 5.
Yeah.
Winner gets Jada.
Well, yeah, because Soul's got her own thing going on with Zarya right now. Yeah. So that's its own thing. But Kaylani and Jada have this beef that will come up again. Now,
Dark
Horse.
And you make up your storyline, just how she got there.
I got a storyline. Jakar Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She is Dark Horse because right now she's got her own thing going on with Lash. They've got their tag team and they've been going hard for a while. But at some point, one of them is going to want to step into the spotlight, and get a belt for themselves. And I think that's going to be Jakara or Lash. Maybe they'll fight it out. But I think Jakara's got that star power that she could come in and take the belt down the line. So this would be a longer storyline, but for sure.
Now, would you look at it like, and again, on Wednesday at NXT Time with D-Walk, we saw that we talked about there was a malfunction where they could like hit each other by accident, and then thus so the other people, the Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxson, did the coffin cemetery drive for the win. I can see Jakara Jackson doing like an evil version of herself because again. And what's good?
Not even evil, just ambitious.
No, not even ambitious. Like so evil. Like she comes out with the lollipop, and since she's evil now, she just drops it on the floor and shatters it. Like, I don't do that shit no more. Fuck you guys. Like, and every time, like, just having fun with it. And Lash can be the baby face.
Yeah,
she's the big baby face.
Let Lash be baby.
No, don't have her be like a Rico Rodriguez though.
No. You know they're gonna do that until she finds someone else. That's the David and Goliath syndrome that they do in freaking.
Yeah, Rico Rodriguez is soft as fuck right now. Don't like to be here.
That's because that was because of Vince though. Somebody else could do it better than Vince did.
They can. To me, like,
See, I was gonna say this real quick. I thought you were gonna pick Thea Hale as the dark horse.
We haven't seen her.
Going to, but I like. Okay, can I add like an example? Not an example, like a addendum.
Yeah.
Okay, addendum.
Please.
Instead of Jakara Jackson, I would have put Thea Hale. Okay. But this is Thea Hale in a mask. That's it. Like this Thea Hale in a mask, kind of like a Grande Americano, like just wreck it.
Again, I can't. Yeah, go ahead.
I know.
And then when the contender beats the champion, and like let's say Kaylani beats Sol Ruca, at that point, and I remember back a year ago they would do like a contract thing in NXT where the contract, she brought it to the ring, so she automatically has a championship match against the champion, right? So the Thea Hale, which I would call her el Nieve Blanquita, the white ice. She
That's-
did the whole contract, and
Yeah.
after Kaylani beated Jada Parker in a best of 3 iron match, fucking slobber knocker, she slides in and then beats Kaylani, and then at the end of the match takes off the mask, and it's Thea Hale. Everyone knows it's Thea Hale anyway, but they're
Yeah.
like, that's it.
Mhm.
I showed everybody. Like, no one, I didn't want to show my face and show it was me. I wanted to show my wrestling, and I wanted to show how I showed out and got the championship. That's for me the dark horse.
I
For me.
respect the storyline.
Yes.
It's just again, we have not seen her at all, so
Because,
there's nothing
yeah,
to go off of.
She loves coffee. Yes, we know that.
I thought you was gonna go Ren Sinclair. I'm not gonna lie. That's why
No.
I gave you that one specifically.
No.
But
Ren
I
Sinclair
respect
for
it.
me. Ren Sinclair, if Thea Hale ever gets a championship, it's Thea Hale, Ren Sinclair. It is Austin Rock, My Way, freaking Lip Biscuit. Let's fucking go. All right, that should be right dead in there. And I have to show you that promo after this. baby.
yes, you have to.
Yes,
I like that. I like that's some good
Yeah.
booking for the women's division. You showed
I like
Miss
her.
Jackson some love.
So,
D-Walk
So
has some
imagine-
strong opinions.
so imagine this. Look. So would you prefer Thea Hill instead of Ivy Now? To me, I want Ivy Now to be
No,
in the group more than. I prefer Thea Hill to be in the group more than Ivy Now because I
With
see
the
more.
Creeds?
potential in- Yeah, I see
Oh.
more potential in Thea Hill. Thea Hill, she could do everything that Ivy Now could do and more.
Yeah.
Ivy Nile has been with the Creeds since the Diamond Mine.
Forever.
Yeah, but look what they're doing with her now, bro. Like we see her every fucking week. Every fucking week she win, lose. Every fucking week she's still trying to challenge the
Lyra.
boring chick. The boring
It's sad because Ivy Nile is very talented and she's a
Yeah.
great performer.
Yeah.
He has a look and aesthetic to be a wrestler, a purebred wrestler.
Mhm.
And the fact that they haven't given her an opportunity at being a champion is ridiculous.
Yeah.
They will put Thea Hale in the same position, so I wouldn't even bank on that. It's just of the position. It's not her specifically. Anybody who would be a part of that, they would do the same thing too. I think.
Mhm.
true.
Yep.
I want to say this now, so there's a record of this. Thea Hale, please don't go to Evolve. Please don't go. No, just stay up here
Bring her
What-
back
what-
to NXT.
where the air is crisp. That's a Girl Next Door reference. Everyone
Bring her
get
back
that.
to NXT. Thank you.
Joe, you ready?
Yeah, whenever y'all are ready.
Let's make it happen.
All right, so we're gonna start this off with a bang.
Hmm.
So Obafemi, after going undefeated for over a year, keeps winning, keeps holding this championship. Obafemi relinquishes his title to step up to the main roster and says that there is no competition for him in NXT anymore. And he says he needs more competition, so he's going to go to Monday Night Raw for competition. Now, when that happens, he lays the belt in the ring and he walks off. Sean Spears would come out and declare that there will be a tournament for the secondary championship coming up. Now, the championship tournament that would be underway would have many people in it, but the two people that you would want to focus on most is going to be All Ego Ethan Page and Ricky Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Being that they're in the tag division and they're trying to work together like a Rock Austin or Austin and Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
They are trying to win singles gold. Ethan wants his title back. Ricky wants to be a champion for the first time. They find themselves in the finals of the tournament fighting each other. And we would put Ricky Saints at the top of the card as the world champion,
Okay.
which would send All Ego Ethan Page to the main roster. Now, as a person to fight Ricky Saints,
Contender.
We're gonna have to have somebody break out because there's not a lot of talent right now that is really up to par. Especially with the North American championships, the way it's landing, and the tag titles, the way it's landing.
Now, Mr. Joe,
So,
can I add two
yeah,
names?
go ahead.
Okay. So you want to break out, and we can't go as far back as LFG, but we can go as far in as Evolve.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring LFG. That's why I stopped.
Yeah, because I know if LFG was allowed, because it's not morally and kind of like not it like just not there yet. But
Yeah.
Evolve, how about as good contenders for Ricky Saints, kind of like David and Goliath's, Keanu and Harlem Lewis? Like
I
those
would
two
say
against
that,
Ricky.
but I don't want to bring them in too soon when it comes to them because I don't want another Obafemi in NXT just yet.
No, but here's the point though. Like I bring them as a package deal. Let's say by some weird chance, right? There's a tournament where if you win, you get a chance to fight the champion in NXT, right? And then by some weird chance, it comes down to Keanu and Harlem, and Keanu wins by whatever. And then when Keanu goes to NXT and fights and fights Ricky Saints for the championship, it seems that Keanu's going to win. But then Harlem Lewis comes out and said, "Motherfucker, no, this is my chance," and then interferes. Because again, without Keanu, there's no Harlem. Without Harlem, there's no Keanu. Those two shall go on forever as the Hulk and the Thing fighting each other.
So
Just
how
forever.
about the GM, Sean Spears, is aggravated with Ricky Saints because Ricky Saints does nothing but aggravate him every week and piss him off. He brings those two in to try to dethrone Ricky Saints
Okay, makes sense.
as powerhouses. He's like, "Oh, you think you're going to be champion for long? I got the competition lined up out the door," and then he brings those guys in. Now,
Yeah, go ahead.
there is a person that I would like to see Ricky Saints face one-on-one, and he will be definitely a dark horse,
Mm.
and that is Itamura.
Son of a bitch.
Isn't he the one with Josh
Itamura
Bray?
and Ricky Saints one-on-one for the world title. Now that is a match that you can sign, and people will line up to watch that match.
I'd like for him to stick around. Yeah, he's an awesome.
That's kind of that could be a segment where like Ricky Saints is like, "Oh, I kind of beat everybody. Like I just want someone random.
I have a curveball storyline.
I want someone random." And everyone's like, "I'm random," and then they have a match where it's just a barn burner. It's a barn burner where like no one has to lose. It could be a double count out.
He's a big guy, and not only is he big and strong, but he's flexible, he's agile, and he's strong, and he's fast. He could do flips. He could do a lot of the things that Ricky would need him to do. Like he could sell a Spanish fly well.
Yes. Now,
which is one of his moves, you know.
Well, speaking of Spanish fly, I mean, if in the near future Axiom and Frazier do, split up, I haven't thought that far ahead, but yes, that's a possibility too.
Axiom versus Ricky Saints can be
that would be a crazy match.
That could be what's the damn it? What are the?
I'd like to see Axiom. I would like to see a dark Axiom versus Ricky Saints, where he dresses in all black. And he's just a violent, more vicious version of Axiom, where he does crazy heel-like shit, but on an Axiom level.
Yeah, Ricky Saints is all like old school Finn Balor with the angel costume. He
does wear white. Yeah, he can do that. And then Axiom just does like fucking Phoenix shit, running on ropes and fucking doing like.
He's Shawn Michaels in God mode back when he had God as a tag partner.
Sure.
Well, okay, so here's my crazy storyline. Let's say that the number one contender and the dark horse are Lexis King and Eddie Thorpe. And I know everybody's going to hate that, and that's okay. But here's why. Lexis King and Eddie Thorpe have this old squashed beef, right? Lexis has the Heritage Cup. Eddie Thorpe is just fighting for something. So the two of them are so enthralled with like fighting each other and winning a title or something, that one of them acts like, let's say it's a triple threat with Ricky Saints, and somehow, actually, let's say the two of them team up and take down one of them, actually ends up taking the belt from Ricky Saints, and then it's just like a whole chicken shit heel back and forth
they could just
thing for a couple months.
That could be a hot potato where Ricky Saints lost the belt, Eddie Thorpe has it for a month, gives it to the License King for a month, then gives it to Ricky Saints for a month. Like, that's old school, like, Attitude Era book. It has to be done perfectly well, though.
Well, because, like, you mentioned a breakout, so it's like, let's say this just goes on long enough for them to find a breakout to fit into the storyline, but I wouldn't mind seeing Lexis King and Eddie Thorpe go back and forth for a little while, and, like, just a little, like, goofy heel storyline. I don't know. Of course.
That's why I would if I was Sean Spears, I would use them as pawns and dangle the carrot over them to make them fight constantly.
Yeah. And even better, make Ricky Saints fight all the baby faces that are cool with him. Make him fight Hank and Tank. Make him fight Andre Chase. Make him fight all those baby faces that are cool, but he has to be vicious with him and kind of fulfill Sean Spears' destiny. Everywhere you go, you have more enemies. Everywhere.
And that's their beef too, because they hate each other.
They hate each other. Again, the final boss for Ricky Starks is Sean Spears. But once Sean Spears loses the belt, his only goal in life is to piss off Ricky Saints so much, a la Vince McMahon to the Stone Cold. But
also, I was gonna say something to Black Couch. I also see NXT doing their own version of the Royal Rumble eventually.
They should.
I was thinking that they was gonna do some Money in the Bank type of thing. Well, they kind of already got that low key.
They do with the contract.
With the breakout contract.
Yeah, but something more concrete that even people who aren't breakouts could like try to get their hit. A way to become number one contender. Royal Rumble, I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, because we have so many people that are in the Rumble and trying to get in the Rumble every year that's main roster, and people coming from other companies and stuff. So NXT, I think, should have their own pay-per-view that is like a Royal Rumble type pay-per-view, like NXT's version of like Rumble in the Jungle.
And they need to right now, because they need to have a contract type of Money in the Bank situation, because they got 20 fucking girls in the back watching one match.
Yeah,
one match.
No, I think we should expand more on this later, but I like that idea because that gives room for Evolve and LFG to come into play. And it could be like a lower level Royal Rumble where the next generation gets to like
give him a
put their
chance
hat in the ring.
Special appearances.
Yeah,
and it's not so congested with Royal Rumble because that's its own thing.
Yeah,
you know,
because you got 30 men and you got 30 women in the Rumble. How about you put 10 Evolve and LFG all to put together and give them a chance? Show out.
As I was saying, I do see Ricky Saints being the world champion probably in the next year or two after Oba just says, I'm done. I'm just gonna give this belt up because there's no competition no more. I've already beaten everybody.
Now you haven't factored in Dark State. Dark State is gonna be there for a year.
No, they're gonna interfere with the North American champion.
No, they're hitting champion. No, they hit everybody. They hit everybody that has gold.
Dark State's just going.
Everybody in general. Yeah. Wait, what up, Joe? You're skipping again. Say that again.
I said Dark State's just going after everybody in general.
Yeah.
Maybe Dark State, because okay, let's view it this way. Like Sean Spears and the Culling is going to be this oppressive regime in NXT. So Dark State eventually realizes they have to take down the Culling, and Ricky Saints teams up with Dark State and whoever's leading them. There's a fifth person leading them that defeats Sean Spears.
Dark State are barbarians that don't give a fuck about anybody but themselves, and that's the point. That no matter how evil and how powerful Sean Spears is, you have a 4 to 5 man group, which oh God, thank you for reminding me. Okay, there's actually 5 people in Dark State.
Okay, let's go.
There's 5 right now. There is no 5th secret member. And you can look this up, Black Couch Booking. I hope you do you go back and actually get a clip of this. In the promo, they were showing in the picture by picture. I think it was picture by picture, but they were showing the backstage where they were all like talking and stuff, and then you see Dion Lennox and you see the crazy guy talking. Now, if you remember at the beginning of the show, there was a big guy with dreads that had like orange, like yellow tips in the beginning of the show, right? Boom. Him, Cutler, Dion Lennox, and the fourth guy. Those are the 4 guys that we know that are on Dark State. In the second promo that came out on the same NXT episode, Cutler, Dion, the crazy guy that keeps like messing up with his mask, the one that kind of runs around like a hyena, that one. And there's a 4th guy that's a Native American with super straight hair.
Eddie Thorpe.
No. He had super straight long hair all the way down to here.
From Evolve?
No, remember that? No. That's the creepy guy with the black hair. I will look this up and I will look for the clip. I saw that clip and I forgot about that. I didn't talk about that on NXT Time with D-Walk on Wednesdays at 9:30. But the fact that there is a 5th member in Dark State that has Native American long straight hair.
Yeah.
So there's more than 4.
Okay. It could grow. It could be more than 4 people. It could just
it could wind up being an NWO situation.
That's what I was about to say. Like there's like 20 motherfuckers of all people versus they doing shit.
Hey y'all, I figured it out. I know I figured out a good way to do this now. For the North American Women's Championship, we all booked one thing evenly. So for the NXT Women's North American Championship, we all choose one person who we think should be the champion. I'm gonna give this person this just because she's probably never gonna get anything. She couldn't even become the leader of her own group after she should have been. After Mandy Rose left, I'm gonna give it to JC Jane, and that's probably gonna be the only thing she ever gets. So,
oh my god,
Black Couch. Hey, great minds think alike because I was gonna give it to Gigi Dolan.
That was my second choice.
No, that's dope because, like I said, that's why I said that nasty. Because like underrated.
Gigi Dolan hasn't held any gold since the tag titles when she was with Toxic Attraction.
Yeah.
Now hold on.
And she's actually a really, really good talker. If they talk about Evolve, the shit she was doing to Evolve for Austin Theory took Austin Theory to the next level. Evolve, but people don't remember that shit for some reason. I don't know why, but
okay.
No,
hold up.
I agree.
Cardala, go.
You want me to go next?
Go on now. Go on.
I have my answer. Soruga.
North American?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I agree.
Okay.
Thank
you.
Like I said, look,
you walk drunk.
To me, like I said, why is you pairing two women that could be women's heavyweight champions, Soruka and Zarya together? It don't make no sense.
Because they have nothing better to do with them, so they put them as a tag team to try to have them have something to do because they didn't want to take the championships away from Julia or Stephanie.
That's like putting Brock Lesnar and Shelton Benjamin in WWE tag team champion, which that's dumb.
Well, they should have been because they were the Minnesota Wrecking. They were the Minnesota Wrecking.
They was back then, but putting them in WWE and was knowing Brock Lesnar is a wrecking crew by himself, that would have been dumb.
But that's
like I said to me, and it was to me. Shelton Benjamin is underrated to me. Shelton Benjamin always been underrated to me.
You always talk about Shelton Benjamin. You should like really tag him in your life. But anyway, Cardia.
Okay, listen. Introduce a heavyweight belt, a women's heavyweight belt.
Can't.
Why not?
Because that's what you call it, North American.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have a heavyweight belt. You booked it already.
Why?
Yeah.
This isn't WCW.
No, I'm just saying, like, introduce a heavyweight belt. You've got Zarya, you've got Jordan Grace, you've got Lash. Like
the heavyweight belt is the NXT belt.
Yeah.
They don't do weight classes anymore.
This isn't in WCW. Sure. Have like 3 freaking weight belts. Have fun, but not here. But either way,
they also don't have the ranking system either.
Division. Why can't they have an extra belt?
They also don't have the ranking system.
I know, but thank you,
Alex. We know yours, Alex. It's gonna be Ren Sinclair or somebody probably.
Son of a bitch! He is right. Holy shit!
And that's what
fucking say that shit. Holy
Hey,
shit!
that's what killed.
No, yeah.
That's what killed. That's what killed wrestling now is the ranking system.
No,
That-
but no,
that's-
but hold on,
that's-
Steve-O. Hold on,
Red
Steve-O.
Sinclair is
Hold on.
like Alex's go-to.
Damn.
No, Ren Sinclair. And the storyline I
And
had for
Thea
her
Hale.
would be fucking awesome. Ren Sinclair, went to Stephanie, right, and said, Stephanie, look, I want to fight you. I want to have a chance. Stephanie's like, yeah, sure. But like, she's like, no, I want to fight you for the NXT and the North American Championship. I want to fight you double in one night. She's like, okay, sure. She gets demolished in the first one. And then in the second match, it only lasts like 55 seconds, but she tries her best. Because of that, she realizes that goofy shit and that fucking all no quarter catch crew ain't fucking working for shit. She's done with it. She's fucking done with the no quarter catch crew. She ain't winning with them, so she just heads off by herself, right? And by herself, she just wins and wins and wins and wins, right? She even goes to Evolve to kind of test herself out. This is a year plan. But in the end result, she goes after the North American and says, okay, I'm ready. Beats whoever the North American champion is and does a nice little 6-month reign. And it's just like, at least she defends her belt twice a month. At least.
I could see her taking the belt from Soruka.
Yeah. And now for the fly shit, like she does some vicious,
she's a technical wrestler.
She does, and I love. I mean, I don't really have regret saying this name, but she does some vicious Chris Benoit shit, like vicious, like cross face, just the. Soruka likes to fly. Okay, can't really fly on a broken ankle. What? And let's fuck her ass up, break her ass down like Pete Dunne in early days. Have some fun with her ass. And show that if anybody comes after the belt, their whole body, their legs, their arms, their neck, their back is going to get broken before the bell even rings.
Like Daniel Bryan.
A Daniel Bryan ROH style is Ren Sinclair personified.
And she could be backed by the Shawn Spears family, but then like Izzy gets jealous and she goes after the belt, sabotages and blah blah blah. And then
Izzy's like, she can do a Bobby Rick Rude where Izzy Dame is looking out in the stands and sees Shawn Spears and says, Shawn, help me, Shawn. And then Ren Sinclair fucking Pillmanizes her. That's it. You can go away that it's Ren Sinclair is so evil that even Shawn Spears is like, I get this bitch away from our crew. She's just gone.
Do like Daniel Bryan does when he holds your arms up and stomps your face.
Yeah. That's what we
or
need.
has the cross arms, or when they do the cross arms across the side of the head when he's about to put on the label lock.
I want that Ren Sinclair. I don't want this happy, cheery Ren Sinclair that's like goofy.
She's copying Thea Hale almost.
And Thea Hale's goofy as fuck. And Thea Hale, and like I said, Thea Hale, Ren Sinclair, Stone Cold Rock. Give me my way. That's what I want to see. I want Ren Sinclair to be a vicious fucking heel, and I want Thea Hale to be a vicious tweener, just a straight tweener. That's it. But that's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey man, listen. Joe, I want you to expand upon Gigi Dolan. Then we're gonna wrap it up because Gigi Dolan was my second choice. People don't know I'm a big Gigi Dolan fan, but
Toxic attraction, man. Toxic attraction. All three of them women were running NXT.
Yeah.
Literally, they ran that shit for like a year to 2 years. They ran that as the women's division. They ruled over that shit. There was nobody else that could take titles from them.
No, and that's why I say they underrated now, because they could have been world champions the way they ran shit, bro.
You book JC Jane and Gigi Dolan in a singles match.
Man,
you got gold.
What?
They've already done it numerous times.
It should have been soldiers. Okay, they let Mandy Rose go. It should have been one of their times to step up and win their world title, and they could have won it.
Exactly.
They let Mandy Rose go. You know damn well why to let Mandy Rose go. We have to factor that in.
So,
yes, but that shouldn't matter. That's her personal life.
Okay. Look how long
right, let's take.
Hold on, no. Let's wrap this up in a nice little bow.
Gigi Dolan.
Yes,
Okay,
Gigi
yeah.
Dolan. But to
Okay,
finish the
yeah.
conversation, so we can go to Gigi Dolan, is this: Mandy Rose used to work in a company where they sell shirts and toys to kids. You cannot do OnlyFans when there is a 13 under demographic. Let's just be real. Now, in the 2025 era of wrestling, they're just trying to bring that in slowly because they realize, fuck it, it's 2025.
It's like the
Look how,
Why?
look how long
They used
Hey,
to promote toys and stuff for people that would pose nude for Playboy.
okay,
But guess
but
what? That's
look how
back in the day.
Still, hey,
how long did they keep Paige until when she was X-rated after that? Come on.
Okay. Gigi Dolan, Joe, please. We'll talk about this on Saturday. Forgot.
I just feel like Gigi Dolan is a very talented. Not only is she talented on the mic, but she's talented in the ring. She has a look, she has a style, and she has a persona that you could see being a champion.
Yeah.
I would like to see her as North American champion first, so she can win it, hold it for a little while, feud with JC Jane, lose it to JC Jane, and then she can move up to the world title picture.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
And
Man.
eventually,
They can do Evolution, like how they
move
do
her to the main
Evolution.
roster.
How they did Evolution? Evolution broke up one by one.
I like that, bro. I definitely want her to go to the. Some people who've been on NXT for it seemed like they've been on for 7-8 years. At this point, it's like, are they good enough or are they not? You know what I'm saying? That's
No,
where I'm at with a lot of people.
There's a lot of Tyler Breezes.
She's been on there because she was injured for a year, remember?
Yeah.
But guess what? So was Tyler. Like this, what did I say right now? There's a lot of Tyler Breezes in NXT right now. People that have talent, but they should never leave NXT. Never. Okay.
Keep spinning the block.
Exactly. Like, look,
spinning back.
I'll be real honest, and shout out to Black Couch Booking for giving us this platform to talk about
Good
this.
sir.
There are men and women on NXT alike that should never leave NXT. Hank and Tank ain't gonna work in the main roster. Freaking the culling is not gonna work in the main roster.
Yeah.
And freaking Javon Evans, as much as you love the bouncy, it's not gonna work in the main roster the way he does it. It's gonna be a nice little like, oh, cool, we got a new Ricochet for like a year, and then that's it. That's all it is. Yeah. And let's go to the women. Lola Vice, I'm a Latina, is gonna work for un año.
She's already in TNA.
Exactly.
TNA,
Okay.
The only thing that would
yes, go on.
The only thing that would work for Lola Vice is if she actually played into her UFC fighting and just fucking strictly was whooping people's asses. Because she's a UFC fighter. Use it.
He won't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't do that.
I see her way more than anybody else. Nikita Lyons. What about her
Nikita
workout
Lyons
video she was doing? Her
First
workout
off,
video.
okay, hold on.
Her workout video
Nikita
was
Lyons.
motivating.
For 1 second, are we really gonna put the name of Nikita Lyons after we just dogged on our shitty ass fucking diss rap against Last Legend? That name should be stricken off the fucking record. We ain't talking about her, all right?
Hey, she Millie Vanilli that shit.
Yes,
exactly. And you're gonna praise that shit. Oh, let's put Nikita Lyons. No, let's take her the fuck out and send her ass to Evolve so she can diss rap one of those girls.
What about her workout video?
Notice they don't put her on TV. Was she even in that group of people that was watching the match?
She was. She was in the front row on the right. I checked everything.
I ain't even noticed it.
Go.
Yes.
I noticed.
All right. Closing thoughts before I forget. Hank and Tank, just because they should stay in NXT, they still deserve their flowers because they're theatrical and it serves a purpose, and we love them.
The intro cast.
All right. You know what, Mister? You know what? If we had the boo buttons, I would give you a boo button right now. Anyways, Javon Evans, he will get to the main roster. I don't know how long it'll take, but he'll get there. He's got potential. Also, I dare you to look up pictures from 6 months ago and compare them to now because he is fucking jacked compared to then. Anyways, Cardi, I'm out. There you go.
Listen, y'all.
Hey, that was dope, Cardi out. But like I said, look, her workout wasn't a workout video; it was a twerkout video. That was no workout in no way, shape, form, and everything. To me, she need to go back to reality.
I don't care if she was making fucking cakes, bro. She fucking sucks.
It does.
I don't care.
I'm agreeing with you. Yes.
Okay,
that
I
wasn't no
understand
goddamn
that. I
workout
respect that. But why? Like,
20.
it's like talking about Andy Kaufman in a Royal Rumble. Let's talk about him. No, that's not talking about Andy fucking Kaufman in a Royal Rumble. It's a Royal Rumble. We got Roman Reigns
25.
and Seth Rollins.
What is she? 25, 26?
She like 25, 26.
Okay, now stop and think about that for a minute. She's very young, but she's already blown out both knees.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, and now she's singing diss songs, which is worse than blowing out her damn knees.
And she's
All
already on two. She's already on two reality shows.
Yes, the chance of love, or whatever that. But anyway,
With that being said, everybody,
we are.
This
we
is
are
why
spiraling.
you need to tune in on Wednesdays and Saturdays if you want to come join in on these very interesting conversations. The both links will be in the description down below. Listen, I appreciate all of y'all for coming through. This was fun.
Thank you, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We got to have an hour and 8 minutes of good content, so people are gonna have a lot to watch, and they're gonna watch the whole thing. Trust me.
Sir.
How do you feel we booked NXT?
Hey, I thought we did a good job, especially because some things intertwined that we didn't even plan to have intertwined, and that's was the whole point of what I was going to see if we could do, and it did work out because we actually watched the product. We don't just watch highlights and then come up with bullshit. So it worked out for the best.
Now we know
steals our shit. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You better mark this shit because I'm gonna get upset. We're gonna start tagging them, and shit, and start tagging fucking NXT and all them down there because if they start stealing our shit, we need some royalty checks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks.
I was just about to say the same thing. If we see this on NXT at some point, we know you heard it here first. So
and we know you fucking wrestlers are watching our shit, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Don't do this shit. Be nice. Be kind and tag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many times has our shit been stolen on NXT?
Too many fucking times. And guess what? They're looking for writers and producers. But ladies and gentlemen,
right here, look me up.
Of the world and beyond, this is Black Couch Booking. Please take us away.
Hey, hold on. Minus that. Before that, happy birthday, Black Couch.
Hey, happy birthday, D-Walk.
Happy birthday.
Birthday twin.
Birthday twins in the building, man. Hey,
yes, sir.
Everybody like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, everybody's links will be in the description down below. This is the first of more to come.
Yeah.
And as always, man, y'all make sure y'all watch the content all the way through because you're going to miss something, man. Peace out, everybody. Hope you guys enjoy yourself tonight. Deuces.
Peace.
See y'all next time.